Alright, let's get this focus again. Okay, so a very similar type of problem. We're given the same type of information. This time it's not going to be centered at the origin, and it may be going vertically. So I'm going to just start by plotting. I don't know exactly where my origin is. So I'm going to say I have, that should be a positive 7. I have a focus at -2, -3, that's a focus, and then a -2, positive 7. So those are my two foci. We know those are going to fall outside of my vertices, so I could find my center by finding the middle of these 2 points. So the distance between -3 and 7 was 10. Half of 10 gives me 5, which means if I go 5 units from either direction, I'm going to end up at -2, positive 2, and that's my center. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling in my hyperbola equation. If my center, well, actually, let's just put it off to the side. My center is -2, positive 2, because I don't know if x squared is first or y squared. Looking at this, you should be able to tell that since my foci are vertical, my y squared is going to come first. So I'm going to plug in my y, and then I'm going to plug in my x. I'm leaving a space, and just go slow. This is your x value, this is your y value. So it's a positive 2. I'm going to flip the sign and make it a negative. X was a -2. I'm going to flip the sign and make it positive. So it's a little trickier than the circles and ellipses. I have a transverse axis of 8, which means vertex to vertex is 8 units. Half of that is going to be the distance from the center. So if I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a vertice, and then up 4 from the center, that's my other vertice. I've got most of what I need. I still have to find the distance moved horizontally, which is coming from a squared plus b squared is c squared once again. So a is going to be 4, we don't know b, and c is going to be 5. So then if we go through and simplify this, all we have to do is 25 minus 16, that gives me 9 as b squared, and I'm going to leave it 9. That tells me I move left and right 3. This would complete my box. I could draw in my asymptotes, and I know because my foci falls vertically, there's my hyperbola. Through my vertex, there's my hyperbola. And then if I were to complete this equation, I moved horizontally 3, so then 3 squared is going under x because I moved left and right 3. I moved vertically 4, so then we're going to plug in 4 squared, 16. There's my final answer, and we're done.